up, YouTube peeps? How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? I'm trying to avoid these potholes. You guys, I just went through my email. You know, I'm always checking my email. Like, you know, that's the norm now. That's technology. You go and check your email. I'm going to try to get the steering wheel out of the way. As I'm checking my email, I got an email from my lawyer. At least I thought it was my ex-lawyer, okay? I thought this stuff was over with my ex, and obvious it's not. It's crazy. I'm so sick and tired of this guy. I feel like he's harassing me now at this moment. We are divorced. You know, I gave him what he wanted. He wanted a divorce. Okay, you got it. It's over with. It's done. You know, I don't pay my money to my lawyer. And I'm not giving her anything else. But anyway, let me get into the story, okay? I checked my email, and she sent me an email saying that September the 20th, a court date. I don't have to be there, but if I do, you know, it's going to be on the phone, the virtual thing still, whatever, whatnot, because he's taking me to court on some damage. Listen to this now, y'all. Damage. He said I did some damage to the house. He said I did some damage to the house. Let me say this. I've been at that house for 3 months. The time I was in there, I was part owner of that house. Okay? I was part owner of that house. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Okay? So, I was living there. So, what damage is this man talking about? I have no idea. Because I have not did no damage to that house. Hadn't even thought about doing no damage to that house because I was living there. Okay? After I left, there was no damage to that house. Now, what he have done to that house in between April the 16th until August the 24th, I have no idea. So my lawyer goes to tell me, and I'm like, when I got the email and I asked her, I said, what is this pertaining? You know, because I'm lost. The divorce is over with. You know, go on. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't know if he watched my YouTube channel or not. I don't know if his girlfriend watched my YouTube channel or not. But I am asking him clearly to leave me alone. Because he know I have a YouTube channel, okay? He know I have an IG channel platform. He know I have Facebook. But my Facebook is private. He can't get on it. And then he sent my daughters friend request on Facebook, okay? Then he goes to send my brother a friend request on Instagram. They all shut it down. They said, nah, man, why are we friends with him? We don't have no part of him. I mean, what's going on? You know, I said, I'm assuming he trying to follow up and see what I got going on, you know. I'm going to get into it. Now, I'm going to get into it just a little bit because I'm going to go live tonight and talk about this. So, I do want y'all to make sure y'all go check out my live. I'm trying not to go too late. So, y'all can get, you know, y'all can see what I'm talking about. Now, my lawyer, she was like, well, you don't have to be there, you know. And I'm like, and I emailed her back and, you know, to let her know I'm going to respond to it. I said, I'll be there. But I thought about it. I'm not going. She said she's going to get it dismissed. And then not only that, you guys, before we got the divorce, and she was doing all my paperwork saying, you know, telling him what I wanted out of this divorce and stuff, it was put in the paperwork that whatever damages happened to that house does not reflect me, and I don't have nothing to do with it. It's in the paperwork, y'all. It's in black and white, okay? Black and white. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's in there. No, I'm not responsible for no damages. So by him going spending money trying to take me to court, he's trying to, I guess, trying to make my life a living hell. And that's not going to happen. Because we don't live in the same home no more. I still live in Florida. He still live in Florida. He's still on the west side. I still on the north side. You know, I stay the most I stay about 45 minutes, an hour away from him. I got the hell out of the area. Okay? I didn't want to live in that area. Not if I got to keep running into him. Chunked it up. I'm in a whole new different area of Florida. Okay? A whole new different area. Now, he's upset. He's a petty person because he already admitted to me years ago, way when I first got into the divorce, but about 6-7 years into the divorce, and maybe 5, he told me, he said, I'm petty. He said, I'm real petty. He said, I don't have nothing but time to make people life a living hell. You know? And now I believe him. I believed him then because he showed me who he was. When he told me he was petty, he used to do petty stuff. You know, we was in a biker club, and he would do petty things towards the men's in the biker club. You get what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of them didn't fool with him. You get what I'm saying? So now he being petty with me. And I'm going to say this. 2 reasons why I know he being petty. He mad. He's upset because he had to pay me a lump sum. He had to buy me out the house. And if you guys ever went through a divorce and you have values, or you make the more income than the other spouse do, and then therefore you go to court, the judge is going to grant you something. It might not be a lot, but you're going to get granted something because that breadwinner got to pay you. You know, and we've been married for a long time, so that makes a big difference too if you've been married for a long period of time. You know, but the thing about it, we wasn't married 10 years, you know, it was just 8 years, you know, but I still got something out of the deal within them 8 years. So he had to buy me out the house, you know, and before we got that divorce in 2018, he was asking for a divorce, and I told him no. I said, I'm not finna give you no divorce. You crazy? You think I'm gonna take the first initial of giving you a divorce? And no, you get it. You make the first move. So he did it. And he didn't, you know, he wanted me to get a divorce because he made the statement, you're not getting none of my money. He's a New Yorker. You're not getting none of my money. I said, bet, cool. That's what's up. But you still make the initial of getting the divorce. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pull that trump card. I had somebody already talking to me. Girl, don't give him no divorce. Let him go for it. Because he's going to have to pay you. See, I have my friend, well, I used to be my friend. She talked too damn much, so I had to cut her ass loose. Y'all seen my TikTok video. Okay? Go back and look at my TikTok video about the friend thing. So, she already gave me heads up on what's up, because she been married 26 years. So her husband won't give her no divorce because she going to clean it, wipe him dry. Okay? Wipe his ass dry. Now, I said, nah, bro, you go for it. You go ahead and go for it. So he went for it. He took the bait. He went and did his little divorce. Because matter of fact, this when the pandemic had done hit and everything was shot down, you know. And then I left after the pandemic kind of lifted up a little bit. I left and went home and chilled with my children because I haven't seen them in about 3 or 4 months. And I was missing my children, my grandchildren and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So now I went home. I got a phone call. Oh, I don't file for divorce, and you know, you don't want me, and you happy with your family. Dude, I hadn't seen my family for 6 months, you know. But this the thing, y'all, this the catch. This nigga had a girlfriend. Okay? This nigga had a girlfriend. And then to top it off, y'all, the lady that's in the biker club, me and her Facebook friend, and she was like, I'm sorry to hear about your divorce. This before I even knew anything. I I didn't know nothing about no divorce. This before we even got into an argument in September of 2018 about a divorce. And I goes to him. I'm going back a little bit. I go to him, and I'm like, yo, what is this? You know, what old girl talking about? I'm not going to say her government name. I'm not going to say her biker name. I said, what is this that girl talking about? He was like, what you mean? I said, she's sending, I'm sorry to hear about your divorce. You know. He said, I don't know what she talking about. The nigga knew. Y'all, the nigga knew what I was talking about. Because he already had went to the club and told it to a couple of the biker guys. And the biker guys went and told their wife. And the wife came back and told me. My biker named Redbone 67. The wifey came and told it to me. So I asked him about it. He playing Dumb and Dumber. Okay? So, I'm like, oh, okay then. So now I better start getting my shit together. Get my P's and Q's together. Whether it's true or not. Because the lady wouldn't just come and just say something like that. She's a much older lady. The lady probably in her doing 60s. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, I'm doing 50s, so I'm listening to what this lady said. And a lot of y'all probably say, well, you shouldn't be listening to what other women say. No. Sometimes you got to listen. Sometimes you got to listen. Whether you want to or not, whether you want to believe it or not, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And I took heed to what she said and I listened. Do you hear me? Do y'all hear me out there now? So, go on and go on and go on. All right. Go back to September the 18th. You got into an altercation. Okay, woola, woola, woola. At 2019, nothing happened. And whenever the pandemic hit, that's when this character went and filed for a divorce after the pandemic lifted up. And that was in August. You know what? It was August the 25th. Tomorrow would be 2 years. He did it August the 25th, 2020, because he talked about it in 2018. And then the pandemic hit, right? And after the pandemic hit, that's when that character, I'm going to turn this music down. That's when that character went and did it. Okay. So, all right. I'm living in the house. He living in the house. I lived in the house for about 1.5 years while we going through this divorce. Because my lawyer already, know the ins and the outs of it. She was like, don't leave. Don't go nowhere. She said, you stay there until this divorce over with. She said, I don't seen it before. I don't went through it with a couple of ladies that if they leave the house, he going to say you abandoned him. And he's going to... be hard to work with, and she was right. Y'all, the lady was right, because I went through pure hell with this man through this divorce. With his pettiness, his shenanigans. He just did so much. But I'm going to talk about it in my live, okay? I'm not going to give y'all too much of the detail, but the man was petty. Now, divorce is over with. I got my lump sum. Okay, and when I tell y'all, I said it in my video earlier today, in one of the reaction video. I said it earlier today that I got a good lump sum. It's just like, hey, I won a lotto, not very much of the lotto, or I was blessed with a good card, scratch off card, let me put it like this. I was so blessed to get what I got from him. I bought my daughter a car, okay? And then in the process, I bought one of my other daughters a vehicle, but I was making car payments on it, okay? Because I was trying to build up my credit. My credit jacked up here and there. It's progressing now. It's moving up along slowly, but it's moving, But the car that I was making payments on, I paid that car off, okay? And then I turned around. I went and bought my daughter, a little car. It get her to where she needs to get. It get her to doctor's appointment, my grandbaby's doctor's appointment, to the grocery store. It get her back and forth to the job. It'll get her back and forth to Florida. It's a good car now. She can drive it for me. Georgia to Florida. So that's how a good car it is. So I paid cash for that too. So that should show y'all that I got a good lump sum, you know. And also, you know, like I said earlier, I furnished my whole entire apartment from the front to the back, and I still got money left over, you know, and that's a blessing, y'all. So he really, you know, God really looked out for me on that part, you know, and he mad about that, okay? He is so perturbed about that. He had to bite the bullet and refinance the house. And you know, when you refinance a house, what, mortgage start all over again, or some years added on, yeah, however it worked, you know, however it worked when you refinance a house. So he did, because he didn't have the money in his account to give me what he owed me. And I kept leaving him, you know, notes saying, hey, yo, you need to give me my money, man, so I can go on with my life. You know, you withholding me. You're holding me up. Okay? So he used to come upstairs and tell me, hey, you know, I'm having some hard times